How do you make a woman miss you? Maybe you've just started seeing someone and you want to build that sense of longing when you're not around. Maybe you're in a relationship and the spark has faded a bit and you want to rekindle that fire. Or perhaps it's an ex and you're hoping to reconnect by making her realize what she's missing. Whatever the situation, there's an art to creating that sense of desire in her mind. And it's not as simple as just staying away. In this article, I'm going to share 5 powerful strategies to help you make a woman miss you in a way that strengthens your bond, enhances her attraction, and builds a deeper connection. These strategies are rooted in psychology, and they'll show you how to position yourself in a way that makes her crave your presence, even when you're not around. Before diving into the tactics, it's essential to understand what really makes a woman miss someone. It's not about constantly reminding her of your existence or bombarding her with messages. In fact, many guys do the exact opposite of what works. They flood her with attention, thinking that by being overly available, they'll stay on her mind. But in reality, this approach only pushes her away. Why? Because it communicates neediness and a lack of self-sufficiency, 2 traits that kill attraction. What truly makes a woman miss you is when you create space for her to feel your absence. This doesn't mean ghosting her or playing manipulative games, but rather striking a balance between being present in her life and giving her the time to realize how much she values having you in it. It's about being memorable, not constant. One of the most common misconceptions men have is that making a woman miss you means avoiding her or pulling back completely. This is where many go wrong. It's not about going cold or distant. It's about creating a dynamic where she feels a sense of anticipation and excitement when she thinks about you. When done right, she'll find herself wondering when she'll see you next. And that's where the magic happens. Women are drawn to mystery, not because they enjoy being confused, but because uncertainty creates intrigue. If you're too available, there's nothing left for her to wonder about. No reason for her to think about you when you're not around. But if you can cultivate a little mystery while still showing her that you're interested, you create the space for her to start missing you. Another key factor is emotional impact. People remember how you make them feel, and women are no different. If your interactions with her leave her feeling emotionally fulfilled, excited, or even a little challenged, she's far more likely to miss you when you're gone. If all you offer is predictability and comfort, it won't take long before she stops thinking about you when you're not around. The secret lies in creating moments that resonate with her on an emotional level, moments that stay with her long after you've left. This could be a meaningful conversation, a fun experience, or even a little playful teasing that leaves her thinking about you in your absence. The goal is to create memories that evoke emotions she'll want to revisit in her mind. Finally, it's essential to maintain your own life and goals. Women are more likely to miss a man who has his own ambitions, who isn't solely focused on her. By being a man of purpose, you naturally create a sense of value around yourself. When you're passionate about something, be it your career, hobbies, or personal growth, it adds to your attractiveness and makes her want to be part of your world. In the next section, we'll explore the 5 strategies in detail, but remember, the key to making a woman miss you isn't about playing games or manipulating her feelings. It's about being the kind of man she can't help but think about when you're not there. Let's dive into the tactics that will help you achieve just that. Number 1, spark curiosity. Curiosity is a powerful force in human nature. Think about the last time someone left you hanging on a story or an idea. They became unforgettable, didn't they? When it comes to relationships, sparking curiosity can be your secret weapon in making a woman think about you long after you're gone. People are drawn to mystery because we instinctively want to know more about what we don't fully understand. This keeps us hooked. So, how can you use this to your advantage without playing mind games? It's all about balance. If you lay everything out on the table right away, your past, your future plans, your every thought, you become an open book. There's nothing left for her to discover. But if you leave just a little to the imagination, you'll stay on her mind even when you're not around. It's not about being evasive or secretive. It's about pacing what you share. Give her pieces of your life gradually, letting her curiosity naturally build. Maybe you mention a hobby, a goal, or a unique experience, but you don't explain every single detail. Let her come to you with questions. She'll be intrigued, and you'll become more interesting in her eyes. Curiosity isn't just about withholding information. It's also about creating a bit of unpredictability in your actions. If she can predict your every move, when you'll call, what you'll say, it can make things feel routine. But if you occasionally switch things up or leave her guessing what you're up to, it adds a sense of excitement. Not knowing exactly what you'll do next will make her wonder about you when you're not around, creating a pull she won't be able to resist. At the end of the day, people want to be intrigued, not confused. So keep it authentic, be yourself, but embrace a little mystery. When you allow her to slowly uncover layers of who you are, she'll not only be fascinated, but also eager for more. Number 2, create memorable experiences. Memories are the cornerstone of emotional attachment. If you want a woman to miss you, you need to create unforgettable experiences that stand out in her mind. It's not about extravagant gestures or grand displays. It's about being intentional with the time you spend together, making sure each moment has a lasting impact. Think about it. Anyone can take her out to dinner or the movies, but what will set you apart are the unique experiences you create. Plan activities that are meaningful to both of you, whether it's a weekend getaway to a place she's never been, or something as simple as a thoughtful surprise on an ordinary day. It's about the effort and creativity you put into these moments. For example, if she's passionate about art, surprise her with a visit to a local gallery or museum. If she loves nature, take her on a scenic hike or a picnic by a beautiful lake. These are the kinds of experiences that stick in her mind and make her smile when she thinks about you. They're not just dates, they're memories that she'll recall fondly when you're not around, making her long for your next adventure together. Memorable experiences also create emotional depth. When she associates you with moments of joy, excitement, and connection, it deepens the emotional bond. She'll miss the unique way you make her feel, and she'll start looking forward to more experiences with you, driving that sense of longing when you're apart. Number 3, cultivate absence with purpose. Absence is often misunderstood. Many believe that simply disappearing will make a woman miss you, but it's much more nuanced than that. The goal isn't to vanish without explanation, but to create a purposeful absence that leaves her thinking about you. So how do you achieve that balance? First, let her know that you're focusing on something important, your career, a personal passion, or a fitness goal. When she sees that you're driven by something meaningful, it reinforces the idea that you're not just sitting around waiting for her attention. Instead, you're a man who has a life outside of her, and this makes you far more interesting. The absence now has context. You're pursuing your ambitions, and she'll respect that. People are naturally more drawn to those who have a sense of purpose and direction. But here's the key. When you do spend time apart, it's essential that the re-engagement feels significant. Don't return to her just for the sake of a casual check-in. Instead, bring something valuable from your time away, whether it's a new insight, an achievement, or even just a great story. This shows that your absence wasn't just about leaving, but about growing as a person. When you return with a sense of progress, she'll associate your presence with value and personal growth, making her miss you more when you're not around. Remember, it's about being present when you're away. She'll find herself thinking about you because you've created a space for her to miss someone who's constantly evolving and improving, not just a guy who's absent for the sake of playing games. Purposeful absence is about showing her that your life is fulfilling, and that makes her want to be part of it. Number 4, trigger emotional variety. One of the biggest misconceptions men have is that making a woman feel good all the time is the key to attraction. But think about it, if everything were always smooth and predictable, wouldn't it eventually become boring? This strategy is about creating an emotional journey that keeps her engaged and thinking about you when you're not around. Women are emotional creatures and they crave a range of experiences, not just constant comfort. This doesn't mean you should create drama or make her feel bad, but you do want to engage her emotions in ways that are unexpected and exciting. Think about the shows or books women love. They're packed with twists and turns, highs and lows that keep them hooked. The same can apply to your interactions. For example, playful teasing can go a long way. When done right, it adds a layer of fun and unpredictability. It breaks the routine of predictable compliments and instead sparks a playful tension that leaves her thinking about your banter. Similarly, spontaneity in your plans keeps things fresh. If you're always doing the same dinner and movie routine, she'll start associating you with monotony. A surprise trip to a park, a spontaneous hike, or even a random midweek coffee date can add excitement to her routine. Additionally, don't shy away from deeper conversations or healthy debates. Women appreciate men who can challenge them intellectually without being confrontational. These interactions make her feel engaged on multiple levels, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. When you introduce a variety of emotions into her life, she'll begin to miss the dynamic energy you bring, making your absence more noticeable. Number 5, be a man of purpose and mission. There's nothing more attractive to a woman than a man with a mission. Men who are too available, always at her beck and call, lose the allure of mystery. The moment she realizes that your world revolves entirely around her, she might lose interest. Why? Because women are naturally drawn to men who have a purpose bigger than any relationship. Men who are focused on their goals, passions, and ambitions. Being a man of purpose means you're not just living day to day, waiting for her next text or invitation. You have your own life to build, and that's incredibly attractive. It signals that you're not reliant on her for validation or happiness. This independence creates a magnetic pull because she'll wonder where she fits into your bigger picture. The more driven and focused you are, the more she'll want to be part of your world, rather than feeling like the center of it. It's not about neglecting her, but showing that you're striving toward something meaningful. Share your ambitions with her in subtle ways. Let her know about your latest project or the personal goal you're working on. This will make her respect and admire you, seeing you as someone with depth and vision. She'll miss you not only because of your absence, but because she's missing out on being close to someone who's on a mission. Purposeful men create excitement. When you're constantly working towards something, she'll want to hear about your progress and feel a part of your journey. And the next time you're together, that time will feel even more meaningful, deepening her desire to be with you. Number 6, create a little jealousy. Jealousy can be a potent emotion, and when approached correctly, it can actually heighten a woman's interest in you. The key is to use it in a way that reminds her of your value without crossing into manipulation or insecurity. A little jealousy can serve as a wake-up call, helping her realize what she might lose if she takes you for granted. One effective way to create this sense of jealousy is by actively cultivating your social life. Spend time with friends and engage in activities that genuinely excite you. Share snippets of your adventures on social media, those fun outings, spontaneous trips, or new hobbies you're diving into. When she sees you having a great time and connecting with others, it can spark her curiosity and even trigger a twinge of jealousy. This subtle reminder shows her that you're not just sitting around waiting for her attention. You're living life to the fullest, and that's inherently attractive. Another approach is to keep your interactions light and playful. Flirt a bit with other women, whether in casual group settings or friendly conversations. This doesn't mean being disrespectful or crossing any boundaries. Rather, it's about demonstrating that you're desirable and have options. When she senses that there are other people interested in you, it can ignite a sense of competition and make her want to step up her game. However, it's crucial to strike a balance. You want to stir her interest without making her feel insecure or threatened. The goal is to enhance attraction, creating that emotional spark that leaves her thinking about you even when you're not around. By fostering a sense of healthy jealousy, you can make her miss you and desire your company even more. Number 7, leave her wanting more. This is a classic principle in human psychology, yet it's one of the hardest to master. The idea is simple. Always leave interactions with her on a high note, leaving her wanting more. The problem is, most guys get so caught up in the moment that they overdo it. Whether it's talking too much, sharing too much too soon, or simply overstaying their welcome, they don't realize the power of ending things before the energy dies down. Think of a great movie that leaves you on the edge of your seat right before the credits roll. You're left with a feeling of excitement and you can't wait for the sequel. That's the energy you want to create in your interactions. Whether it's during a conversation or a date, aim to end things when the mood is still light, fun, and engaging. Don't exhaust every topic or share all of your stories in one sitting. When you walk away while things are still exciting, she'll be left thinking about you, eager for the next time she can see you. This doesn't mean playing hard to get or being distant for the sake of it. It's about pacing the relationship and keeping things intriguing. If you're always available and always on, she'll begin to take your presence for granted. Instead, create moments of longing by showing restraint. Let her wonder about you, about the next time she'll get to laugh with you or enjoy your company. It's that sense of anticipation that will make her miss you even more. All right, we've come to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video and you want to watch more on this topic, click the video on the screen right now.